But often when we connect to this clear knowing, there's not much to be done, really. Not much the body even wants to do, maybe slight movements, these things. But we see that we don't really care to push the pendulum in any particular way because there's a natural peace, there's a natural clarity and essentially desirelessness that emerges here. Where the only thing that really was being sought out was this knowing, this peace, this clarity. And thus so many of the things we may do often within our day are unconsciously to find this, and maybe looking in all the wrong places. And so there's a natural gentleness and ease and patience and methodical pace that emerges from this foundation, because nothing is urgent, nothing needs to be rushed. Nothing really is there to provide any relief from anything, because we've found the ultimate relief to any of the suffering that we may experience. And again, this can be done even with the eyes open, not running to any lofty place or otherworldly place, but right here, knowing that who we are and the direct knowing of who we are is already here, and it is right now. And in that knowing, all the guidance we would ever need from source or higher self or guides or all the terms we tend to connect to is actually right here and already available. And so it's more so a willingness to simplify and really listen within that simplification. Coming back to, do we know that we have hands, or do we believe that we have hands? So many of the things we believe in that the mind needs to be very active in upholding. Beliefs need a constant fuel source, and the mind is quick to give it. Versus knowing is like, the electric car, the self-perpetuating vehicle does not need gasoline to fuel it. It's already there. It already knows itself. And so that's a beautiful practice, really, to see how we can go about our day, go about our moments, and simply remain and focused upon the things we do know versus the things that we are merely believing in. Even if those beliefs seem very convincing, and we are very convinced in them, but rather focusing on, what do we truly know, and is that a direct knowing? Just like, do I know that I have hands? And this simplifies things, and it also requires quite a humility. It requires humility, because to be humble is to really come to an honest look at what do we really actually know. And often many of the things that we just simply believe in, we have convinced ourselves that we know, but maybe not. And the power in that is that there is such a relief, a weight off the shoulders when those beliefs are given up. And we come back to the simple ground, the simple ground of knowing and living that knowing, which naturally happens, of course.